Welcome back to the show, The American Dream, Excelling at Business. On this program, you hear us talk a lot about real estate. Today, we're talking about business. I want to bring those two worlds together, the business of real estate. I've been traveling all over the country, meeting the best realtors in every city. Joining me in studio right now is one of the best I've ever met. He's become a great friend of the show. He's a luxury realtor and just one of the best marketers, Seth O'Byrne. Seth, thanks for coming on the show.
Thanks
Let's
for
talk
having me.
about this whole thing, the business of real estate, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you come in here and talk about real estate a lot. I want to shift gears a little and talk about, there's 20,000 licenses on average in every city that we go into. 93% do almost all of the business. No, it's the top 7% do 93% of the business, I think is the number. Talk to me about being a realtor, the business of being great at real estate.
Yeah. I think, I always joke with people, if real estate doesn't work, I'm going to open up a hot dog stand. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to open up a surf shop. I think realistically, when you become great, or at least at the minimum, proficient at doing business, it all goes back to, Eric Gerber's the E-Myth. Yep. The business of doing business is the business of doing business. What you sell, and that's why the CEO of John Deere Tractor can become the CEO of Maytag the next week. At the very top of every industry is the business owner. And as a realtor or a small business owner, you are that CEO.
Sure.
And so becoming proficient in business is really, it's becoming proficient at systems and other system that I think that we're the best at is marketing, but it's really becoming amazing at those systems and learning how to work those systems. I think that's what really creates the 7% on top of the other 93.
So let's give some advice to consumers, right? Because we've got a lot of people that are watching the show across the country. When it comes to real estate, selling properties, talk about the importance of marketing.
Yeah. So I think when it comes to actually selling real estate.
So there's two things, right?
Yeah.
There's marketing, like getting yourself out there,
Yeah.
and getting people to engage with you, a lot that you do online. I hope people follow you on social media. Great guy to follow. And then there's also, well, okay, you've given me this high-end listing. Now I got to take it to market. So there's kind of a two-edged sword here.
Yeah, absolutely. And how we market our business and how we market our properties are very similar.
Okay.
One of the things that we have really started to understand is the psychology of a decision to either work with someone or buy a product. There has to be an emotional quality to every single transaction, right? Which means we don't necessarily think about the product and the unique selling proposition of the property so much as we think about what is someone feeling when they hire us? What is someone feeling when they buy this property? Specifically for us selling a piece of property and representing home sellers,
sure.
When we create a marketing strategy around that, we go, is this the type of property where someone starts a family? Is this the type of property where someone retires in? Is this the type of property, don't laugh, but this is a big part of our business, family gets into a husband and wife get in a divorce, husband wants to go downtown and go clubbing. What does he feel when he wants to start, go
sure.
clubbing? He's buying his fresh pair of Ferragamos and his new, tight jeans.
The bachelor pad.
The bachelor pad. And the psychology behind every single decision is really different. And so I think what makes truly great marketers is you focus on the psychology of the decision, not necessarily just the demographic or the purchasing.
So give me an example. You do a lot of these high-end, multi-million-dollar listings.
Yeah.
And if you're looking at each one as its own story, how do you frame that narrative? What's the best way to capture the story and to get people to see it and ultimately attract the buyer on that deal? Yeah,
so we reverse engineer everything we do. So we start first by talking to the neighbors. Typically, most of the homes we sell are in neighborhoods we already have a lot of experience in. But we talk to the neighbors, we work with title companies, we start to understand the demographics of the buyers. We understand also what part of their life cycle they're in. And I'll just give you one example so it's more concrete.
Sure.
So let's use The Bachelor as an example, right? So you go downtown San Diego and you're purchasing a property for $1 million. Unfortunately you split, you're in the suburbs and you want to move downtown and you want to, go hang out, have fun, drink cocktails. So we understand that almost 15% of the demographic is newly single buyers, right? And if we believe that this property has certain masculine qualities and really just feels and looks like a bachelor pad, we start forming all of our marketing around that. Now, the fear to that many times for marketers is you're going to be going too specific to one demo, but what you realize is you pick something specific and you drill down into it, you can actually create an impression. So if a couple buys it, or a single woman buys it, or a family buys it, they still appreciate that you crafted the marketing in a way that's really succinct and really memorable. Mm-hmm. But we want that person to feel like they have that experience. So we focus on the experience of the purchase and the lifestyle rather than the countertops and the appliances and the flooring. Because quite frankly, you can get those in any single condo downtown.
And then you capture with video, you do a lot of social media stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Really fascinating, man. Actually, that was great. And if you have any questions about business or real estate, don't forget, visit me online, AmericanDreamNetwork.tv. You can email me directly. More of the show coming up next.